there's someone better, greater, more significant than them that loves you. And not only loves you, but because that person wanted you, God wanted you to live, He would die for you. If, in order for you to live, someone would have to die, and that God did die for you, you are awesome. And you're here to live an awesome life. And I think it's really interesting, in our culture today, we talk about how, just in general, American, Western culture, we talk about how, you gotta love yourself, you gotta accept yourself. And I always wonder to myself, why? Why should you love yourself? Why should you, just be happy with who you are and just, accept, you see this. You see this, you hear this at school, you see it on YouTube videos, you see, it's just, you're watching the shows. You hear this just general trend of, how would we say, you just gotta accept yourself, gotta love yourself. And I say, why? If I'm not good looking, I can't just say, well, I'm just love myself, I'm just good looking. I'm not. If I cannot perform and do this and achieve this, I can't just say, oh, well, I'm just gonna love myself. Why should you love yourself? Is it just blind denial of hey, I'm not rich, but I'm just gonna love myself. I'm just gonna deny the fact that I'm not rich. And so, how does that doesn't work. But if you know that for you to live, somebody died for you. Jesus Christ died for you. That means you are loved. And you can love yourself when you recognize that that's what God felt and did for you. That's a reason why you would love yourself. You would not need to chase after the approval of others, the approval of the likes or the hearts or the whatever, you don't need to. Last thing, I think if you recognize that for you to live, someone needed to die, I think that will change the way you live your life. Obviously all the things I've said before, they are hopefully changing the way you live, but it also makes you into a new person. I went to this, I used to live up in LA. I went to this town in LA, I think it's OC somewhere. And when you get to the town, even when you're on the freeway, you smell the town. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's kind of an interesting smell. And I wasn't exactly sure where we were going. Someone else was taking us there. And then we got there and realized what it is. You guys know sriracha?
Yeah.
It's a spicy sauce. I think it's Vietnamese or something like that. It's a clear bottle with a little rooster on it with a green cap, right? And it was the factory. Apparently the factory's in LA or OC, somewhere there, and the factory was there. And so the factory, in the process of it, actually, like have all these gases, and actually some of the neighbors actually come, I think, suing and But anyway, the point is, you could smell it, right? And we went to the factory, took a picture with the creator of sriracha sauce. He's an older guy, and even has sriracha ice cream. They have sriracha ice cream. It's like it's kind of like a vanilla ice cream with that, the aftertaste is spicy. So it's kind of interesting. Anyway, this is the point, though. That's not even the point. The reason why I bring this up is sometimes we think of Christianity like that. We think of Christianity like that. We come to church. We think of God, or should I go to church or not, right? Or should I, should I pray today to God, or should I, believe in God? We think of it like this. We think of this is our life, and what we need is we need a little boost. We need a little more flavor. We need a little hot sauce in it. So we want to put on some sriracha or some spicy, and that's what we think of Christianity like that. We think of Christianity like, I got life down pretty much, 50% or 80%, 99%. I just need that one little bit, like maybe morality, maybe God to help me out when when things, and so that's what Christianity, we think of it as just add on a little bit. But I think if you really understand this, that for you to live, someone had to die. then you realize Christianity is not just adding a little hot sauce into something. It's a whole new dish. It's a whole new restaurant. It's a whole new menu. It's a whole different thing. It may be not even, if you compare to food, it's not even food, it's something, it's food versus air or something. I mean, it's like, it's something totally, it's not just take your life and just make it a little better. Because for you to live, someone had to die. That means you are transformed. That means that you are something completely new, that the old is gone and something new has come. Right? This is not just some, your life now, with a steroid shot or something. It's not that. It's a completely new thing. Even if you say that, even before I became a Christian, I was a pretty good person. Because it's not about just being a good person. It's about recognizing that your whole new life is something that, and seeing things and recognizing something completely different. About a month ago, I got my ears cleaned. So apparently, your ears can create wax, and sometimes wax stays in your ear. And I have more wax than typical people. And so they put little drops in it, and they spray water in it, and the water comes. It's actually just the water comes in and out. It's nothing too crazy. But then wax comes out, right? And then this wax came out, and then the nurse was like, "So does it sound any different?" I was like, "Not really." But then I left the doctor's office, came home, and started typing on the computer. And it was like, I have a mechanical, not one of those like low, Mac, I have like a mechanical keyboard, right? Every single keystroke was different. Every single keystroke was like, it's like someone shooting a machine gun. And there was all these, especially like the high-pitched, sharp noise, like all these things. I just like, wow, put the wax back. It's so loud. My own typing is so loud, I can't handle it. And that was always there. That was there every single day. Every single day when I typed on the keyboard, that was there. I just didn't hear it. I didn't know it was there until it was clear away, and then I heard it. And the reality is, Jesus Christ died for you. In order for you to live, someone had to die. You may not have recognized it, or you may not have known the implications, or you may not have thought about it, but that was there before today. That was always there. But I hope today you understand it a little bit more. And you're ready, you're willing to go and live your life in response to that. In response to the reality of the fact that because God wanted you to live, He would send His Son, Jesus Christ, to die. We're going to go into an offering time now. I didn't read, I kind of wish I read the whole chapter of Leviticus, because in the beginning part, not only do they put the hand on the head of the animal, but there are three examples. There's one from animals from the herd, there's like a bull, and then there's an example from when they're from a flock, like a sheep, and then there's a bird. And what's really interesting is in Leviticus 1, when they do these sacrifices, that you have these three options, right? You have these three options of what the offering would be. And the reason why God had these offerings as three options is it was based on what they could afford. It was based on the economic class you were at. You would either offer a bull, or a sheep, a lamb, or a bird. And I think as we go into offering, I think it's important to recognize that I don't know what money you have, or what you have